A little while ago, Major League Baseball finally started to crack down on the foreign substance issue that was league-wide. It began a new way of doing things where umpires will randomly be checking pitchers in between innings to see if they are using any of the sticky stuff to help improve their spin rate. The first weekend it started to take place, let's just say it was a mess. Jacob deGrom was the first to get checked, and the crowd started to boo. Max Scherzer looked like he wanted to kill somebody, and Sergio Romo basically stripped for the umpire. It was just an all-around wild scene, but since then, nothing has really been that eventful with the substance checks, until now. Take a second to like this video, and if you're new to the channel and end up enjoying this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button for future baseball content. Hector Santiago became the first pitcher to get ejected from the foreign substance checks. When walking off the field and showing his glove and belt to the umpires after an outing, Santiago was thrown out of the game because of a sticky substance that was found on him. Santiago later claimed that all it was just a mixture of sweat and rosin, and attempted to appeal the suspension, with it being upheld as he'd serve a 10-game suspension. Santiago later ended up getting suspended for something else afterward, PEDs, as he was caught testing positive for external testosterone, suspending him for 80 more games. Other than that whole ordeal, nothing has really gone bad with the checks. That is until a game between the White Sox and A's in Chicago. White Sox ace and American League ERA leader Lynn was on the hill, and after finishing up the top half of the fourth inning, he walked off before the third base umpire went to check him. Lynn left his hat and glove on the dugout railing to be checked, but not his belt, which is something that the umpire also needs to look at. Lynn was ejected, and this is why. According to Lynn himself, the umpire was late getting over to him for the check, so he left his glove and hat. The umpire ended up yelling out that he needs his belt, and Lynn, who was trying to go see the trainers because of something he was dealing with, tossed the belt out of the dugout. That must have struck a nerve. Tony La Russa came out to argue, but also understood that Lynn shouldn't have thrown any of his equipment at the umpire. This is what Lynn had to say after the game. Quote, "Obviously, I hurt his feelings. He threw me out because I tossed my belt. And I said, well, if you were on time, we wouldn't have this problem." End quote. That very same night, there was yet another foreign substance check on wrong. This time in the Diamondbacks-Phillies game. D-backs left-handed pitcher Caleb Smith was on the mound, and after getting checked while he was walking back to the dugout, his glove was taken for inspection, along with Smith himself being ejected from the game. Smith had actually passed a substance check earlier in the outing and was not too happy after the game, and neither was his manager Torey Lovullo. Smith made it clear that if he had cheated, he would own up to it, and believes his name will now be dragged through the mud. This is some of what he had to say after the game. Quote, "I'm not stupid. I know the main two things they check are your glove and your hat. Even if I was using something, which I wasn't, I wouldn't put it in my glove or my hat. I mean, that's just ignorant." End quote. So 2 ejections in one night, and both things that didn't seem like a very big deal. But oh well. Let me know what you think about all this, and thank you for watching.